of football. Is that not a small positive? Yeah, I'll take that. And they wound up with more yards than the Bears, but you're going to laugh at that because you say that's empty calories.
It was.
Okay, so now I got to just mention this, and we don't even have to see it, but we're talking about the $100 million man, DeMarcus Lawrence, because this was a little big play in this game, because as the Bears then started to drive in what turned into the 7-7 drive, Dallas backed him up to 3rd and 9 at the 50. And what did my $100 million defensive end do on that play? He jumped offside. You can't, you know what? That's a losing play. You've been around, I mean, you were mostly on winning teams, but you know what a losing play is. Yep. That's just a losing play where your whole psyche is just infiltrated with negative thoughts and what can go wrong will go wrong. That's your highest paid defensive player. That's the guy who should be setting the tone on defense.
He's your highest paid player.
Yeah,
It was just defense. He's your highest paid player.
But you got to make a play instead of a negative play.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 4, and he flips it over to Tariq Cohen, and he gets loose and for whatever it was, and it's a 1st down, and here they go 7-7. So I just wanted to point that out. That's a losing play. And it was kind of a little turning point play. But now we get to the essence of turning point to me. I talked about it earlier. Zeke finally got loose. It was 1st and 10 at the 39. This is later in the second quarter. And he gets free for 31 that once upon a time might have been house. It might have been touchdown, but it's 31. And it was a sight for sore eyes because it's his longest run of the year. And I'm up giving him a standing ovation. And I'm like, eat, Zeke, eat, because we don't get to see this very often, do we? We don't get to see this. And we got to see it, and he deserved to be doing let's eat, right? So that's the first play. So now it's 1st and 10, and I'm going feed the beast because that was my mantra yesterday to you. That was my whole approach to the game.
Let him get a blow. He need to come out and get a blow.
Okay, wait a second. I'm going to get to the blow in just a second. So they give it to him, and he gets 4, which is not bad. I'll take 4. And then they give it to him again, and he gets 2. Yeah. He gets 2. And guess what he does after the 2-yard gain? He waves out.
Yeah.
He waves out. Take me out, Coach. I've had enough. This man is making $50 guaranteed million, and he's waving out in the second quarter. I'm outraged. I'm serious.
Skip.
That's just so out of line. Skip. You can't win that way when the guy that a lot of people think is your best player. Coach doesn't need a blow. Take me out.
Skip, I don't care if you make it $1 trillion.
Okay.
He still got heart and lungs.
Okay.
That require oxygen.
Okay.
And so he retired.
Would Shannon Sharp have caught no, seriously. Would you have caught an 80-yard pass, 60-yard, 50-yard pass and say, Mike, I can't breathe.
I'm in the end zone.
Yeah.
I'm going to the house. I get 56. I'm going to the house.
You know,
I'm coming to the sideline to give me some oxygen anyway.
You know, Chicago it's high altitude up there. Right? You can barely breathe up there. It's lakefront. Come on. It's sea level, so to speak, right?
No.
So now it's 3rd and 4. That's what's left because he got 4 and 2. So on 3rd and 4, what then happens? Help me out. Guess who was not available last night? He tried to go before the game and could not go. Tony Pollard. What? High ankle sprain. So all of a sudden, guess who's in the game instead of 21?
Who?
Olawale, my fullback, is in the game.
Olawale.
Crucial play. Remember, this is crucial. It's 10-7 right now. So the game is still teetering. We're kind of getting near the end of the half, right? And what happens on 3rd and 4? Olawale goes out on a pass pattern, although he gets it in his head that it's a wheel route when Dak against a blitz needs him to be the safety valve. He needs to just toss it to him and let him run with it for a 1st down.
Did you just see what Trubisky and Tariq Cohen did earlier?
That's what they did. So again, I'm looking at this play as it's a disaster because the fullback is running it, and then Fox showed on the sideline. Dak was all over him on the sideline because I assume he hand signaled him. Maybe they checked off. Maybe it got changed at the line. But he's rarely in the game.
Right.
They don't even use him as a blocker that much. He is seldom used. That would have been Tony Pollard. He does catch it at least as well as he runs it. And maybe they go score there. Maybe they could have gone up 14-10.
Well, maybe you need to talk about the running back coach, which is Gary Brown, and says, okay, did you coach him up enough?
Okay, well, I don't know, but you don't expect him to be thrust into the game on 3rd and 4.
Hold on.
Where is 21? It's 3rd and 4. The game is teetering right now. Yeah. You can at least make it 10-10.
We're tired.
Right? Huh?
Tired, boss.
Tired. I'm tired. I need a blow.
All that Cabo training.
Yeah, it's Cabo training. It's like he's still running in sand.
Skip, stop that. That man is in tip-top shape.
So, again, obviously the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, and I'm out of my mind, but it leaves at least a 42-yard field goal to tie the game. And guess what? What did I tell you yesterday? I first guessed this. This is not a second guess. His confidence is shot. It was already severely damaged.
Yeah.
And then they brought in 3 kickers for a tryout a few days back, and it became very public. So these kickers, it's fragile psyche now because it's all in your head.
Right, they're quirky anyway to begin with.
They're quirky, but it's just like the golf swing. It comes and it goes, and when it goes, you can't get it back. And it drives you crazy because you get the demons in your psyche. He's got the demons. So what happens? It's a tricky place to kick because there are crosswinds that are unpredictable. And he hits it. It looked like he hit it okay, but the wind got a hold of it a little bit, and it misses wide right. It was so predictable, and you could just see the Cowboys sideline go, like, that's it. That was really the end of the Dallas Cowboys last night, as I knew and thought I was going to love them, because that's the kicker you couldn't trust going into. I'm first guessing this.
Right.
You can't put the game on his foot.
Well, the thing is, Skip, though, what I told you, when they brought those kickers in and they didn't sign any, that told you that Maha was better than anybody that they had brought in. But guess what? This morning, they're bringing in some more kickers, too.
They are. But Jerry said last night, we know what's out there. And what he's trying to say is, we just couldn't find a better option than even the damaged psyche of our guy.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And now, would you believe their guy has missed 10 field goals? That is the most in the league, and it is the most over the last 4 NFL seasons that any kicker has had in any one season is 10 misses. Right. And right now, I'm having to trust that. So we continue. So it goes into the second half, and all of a sudden, my team goes on another roll, predictably, and they go down. And finally, they get down in close. It's a 54-yard drive in 9 plays. And the last 4, they fed the beast. Remember this? They go to Zeke, 6, 2, 1, and then it's 4th down, and they needed 1 for a first and 2 for a touchdown. And he hammered it home right up the middle.
Right.
Okay, so all of a sudden, it's 24-14, and I'm thinking...
And that came off a turnover.
Okay, yeah, they forced their second turnover. Okay, and I'm thinking... Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen any real sign of life since the opening drive, but now this looks like, okay, maybe they got it. Maybe they're about to click.
Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling real good. And guess what my kicker does? Guess what he does?
Kicks it out of bounds.
He kicks it out of bounds. It's the one thing you cannot do. You crush the confidence of your team. The sideline's like, oh, God. He kicks it out of bounds, and by rule, they get it at the 40-yard line. And what does my defense do? It takes 3 plays for Chicago to go whoosh, 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 and score and make it 31-14. And the last play is what you brought up. It's Lamar Trubisky. It's 23 yards. Can we sit? Just drive a knife right into my heart. Here he is again. Whoops, whoops. Xavier. Oh, no, whoops, whoops, whoops. And I immediately tweeted, my defense couldn't tackle me because they couldn't last night tackle me. I don't know. Lord.
With that D-Law? With that D-Law that chased that man down, Skip?
Yeah, he's trying.
Because I saw one time they was getting on 51 Hater. It's like, you don't have that guy. You got the quarterback. Why are you chasing the dive?
I don't know. So I'm going to finish my torment by telling you that even though it was 31-14, time runs, and finally, my quarterback finally reconnects with Amari Cooper. And it is a thing of beauty. I tweeted that it was like Santa coming down the chimney, the way that ball dropped into Amari. This was a big-time throw and obviously a big-time catch because that's not easy, as you know.
That was a great throwing catch.
Yeah, it is really great. And all of a sudden, it's 31-21 with 4:29 left, which you think, okay, maybe, I don't know. I'm not like out of my mind giddy with optimism, but I'm thinking they might have a shot here. Again, for his first 3 years, Dak Prescott led this league in game-winning drives. So I think, okay, maybe if you give him the ball back one more time. So right away, my defense pushes them back into 3rd and 9 at the 38. It's still 4:14 left to go. And guess what happens? If we could see this play, this is what happens. This is the killer play of the night. He steps up and flips it to, you ready for this? Jesper Horsted. He is their undrafted rookie out of Princeton, Jesper Horsted.
Yeah.
He goes for 14 yards right through my heart. It's over. That was the game-killing catch and run.
And he was doing taxes before the game, too.
He was doing
taxes. He a Princeton.
Yeah.
He a smart guy, G.
Jesper Horsted. He did me in. Are you believing this? That it came to this? Because seriously, when that happened, I just fell on the floor because that's the essence of this defense. You let the undrafted rookie from Princeton be so uncovered. There's nobody home over there.
No.
And Trubisky made a nice little move up, and he stepped up through the rush. What there was, I put quotes around rush because they got no real pass rush. There's nothing consistent.
Which is surprising.
Okay, it is because you think, wait, D-Law and Robert Quinn and Michael Bennett, where are they?
Michael Bennett seems to be the only one that's consistently getting pressure. And they're moving him all around the field. I mean, they put him at right end, left end, DT. I mean, but Skip, I can understand your frustration with DeMarcus Lawrence because the guy he was a first-team All-Pro. He was a Pro Bowler last year. And it seems like I don't know what it is. But he has not lived up to what they are paying him to do. And it's very disappointing.
We've seen little flashes. There's one game I came in and I said, okay, I give him his D back. I don't even remember what game it was.
Philly, maybe.
No, it wasn't Philly. It was a couple after that. But that was the only one the whole year. So you want to talk about underachieving, overpaid? It's everywhere you look, all around. The offensive line, you're right, across the ball. They're all just, they're performing way beneath their pay grades, all the way across. So is Zeke. I'm sorry, he just is.
Yeah, your quarterback.
Okay.
Well, your quarterback is overperforming his pay grade because they're only making $2 million a year. So, but you don't talk about that though.